Defenders of the Earth is an American animated television series produced in 1986, featuring characters from 3 comic strips distributed by King Features Syndicate: Flash Gordon, the Phantom, Mandrake the Magician, and Mandrake's assistant Lothar, opposing Ming the Merciless in the year 2015. Supporting characters include their children Rick Gordon, Jedda Walker, Kshin, and Lothar's son L.J.The. The show lasted for 65 episodes. There was also a short-lived comic book series published by Star Comics. The closing credits credit Rob Walsh and Tony Pastor for the main title music, and Stan Lee for the lyrics. The series was later shown in reruns on the Sci-Fi Channel as part of Sci-Fi Cartoon Quest. Premise: the plot begins with Flash Gordon and his son Rick escaping from Ming the Merciless, who has exhausted the natural resources of his home planet Mongo and desires to exploit Earth. Ming tries to brainwash Flash's wife Dale Arden, but she resists until death, whereafter her psyche is later included in the Defender's supercomputer Dynac-X. Later, Flash and Mandrake organize the Defenders against Ming. Characters: protagonists Flash Gordon, leader of the Defenders of the Earth, a space pilot and the father of Rick Gordon. The Phantom, essentially identical to Lee Falk's character, but differing from the original in that by chanting "by jungle law," the ghost who walks calls forth the power of 10 tigers. He momentarily receives superhuman strength. His real name is Kit Walker. His horse Hero and Wolf Devil make brief appearances. Mandrake the Magician, a hypnotist and mystic capable of manipulating others' perceptions almost at will, are often portrayed as a secondary leader of the Defenders, and sometimes the narrator of the decisions. Lothar, Mandrake's assistant and bodyguard, depicted as a powerful fighter, an able mechanic, and a master tactician. The action figures packaging describes Lothar as a Caribbean ninja. Richard Rick Gordon. Richard is an impulsive computer genius and the son of Flash Gordon. Rick, along with many of the other teenagers of the show, attended Central High located in Central City. Rick Gordon was initially intended to be Kit Walker, the son of the Phantom. L.J., short for Lothar Jr. L.J. is the streetwise martial arts expert son of Lothar, and Rick's best friend. When in one episode, the Defenders locate a crystal which shows them the greatest desires L.J.'s is to defeat the antagonist, Octin. Jedda Walker. Jedda is the daughter of the Phantom and displays telepathic and limited extrasensory powers, usually expressed by communication with her Black Panther kisser. There is little or no mention of her mother, though in one episode she is the reluctant stepdaughter of Queen Hadia. Some installments imply a relationship with Rick Gordon. Jedda Walker was initially intended to be Jedda Gordon, daughter of Flash Gordon. Kshin. Kshin is an orphaned boy adopted by Mandrake and trained as his apprentice. His origin was never identified in the series. He is usually accompanied by the extraterrestrial Zafi, initially found by Rick Gordon on the planet Mongo. Dynac-X. Dynac-X is the central computer of the Defenders' headquarters, whose operating system is stated to contain the psyche of Flash Gordon's wife, though she is never addressed by name in the series. The comic book adaptation of the first 2 episodes identifies the slain Mrs. Gordon as Dale Arden. Antagonists: Ming the Merciless, a warlord, a supervillain bent on exploiting Earth's natural resources based on Ice Station Earth. This version is made more grotesque than his traditional Mongolian appearance to avoid racial stereotyping. A similar treatment would be used on the Mandarin in the Iron Man animated series and on Dr. No in James Bond Jr., in that all 3 characters received green skin and pointed ears. Prince Crotan, Ming the Merciless son. Princess Castra, Ming the Merciless daughter. Octon. Octon is an octopus-like artificial intelligence, equivalent to an evil version of Dynic X, which advises Ming the Merciless of methods to conquer the Earth and defeat the Defenders. His name is derived from that of an opponent of Mandrake's in the latter's eponymous comic strip, wherein it identifies a crime lord also known as the Cobra. Garrix. Garrix is the leader of Ming's mechanical soldiers, the ice robots. He is the only one of these to recur, and the only given any distinction from the others, who are frequently slain en masse by the Defenders. Mongor. Mongor is a giant serpent-like pet of Ming the Merciless. Kurt Walker, alias Indama the Weather Demon. Kurt is the older brother of the Phantom, disinherited by the father after a quarrel. Kurt is specifically created for the series, and has never appeared elsewhere. The Sky Band, a coalition of raiders depicted in the Phantom comics, here depicted as space pirates. Queen Hadia. Hadia is the ruler of the subterranean netherworld, where she is the latest in a dynasty of monarchs served by pale, deformed humanoids. In her first appearance, Hadia desires to take the Phantom as a consort. After later offering to heal the injured Jedda Walker, she displays a brief interest in assuming a maternal role in the girl's life. Her great ambition is to capture the powerful Necklace of Heroes, which confers control of others in the user's presence. Graviton. The original owner of the necklace is Avoris, and implied to have dwelt among the Moai of Rapa Nui. Graviton is an extra-dimensional being of unknown origins, who seeks to recover the necklace from Earth and establish himself as a dictator. Episodes. Escape from Mongo. The creation of Monitor. A demon in his pocket. A house divided. Bits and chips. Root of evil. Cold War. The Sleeper Awakes. The Revenge of Astra. Hall of Wisdom. The Mind Warriors. Part 1. The Mind Warriors. Part 2. The Lost Jewels of Tibet. The Evil of Dr. Dark. Diamonds are Ming's best friend. The Men of Frost. Battleground. The Panther Peril. Fury of the Deep. Family Reunion. The Defense Never Rests. Like father, like daughter. The would-be defender. Doorways into darkness. Deal with the devil. Terror in time. Ming's household helpers. The Starboy. The Gods Awake. The Ghost Walks Again. The Book of Mysteries. The Future Comes But Once. Kshin and the Ghost Ship. The Carnival of Dr. Lihari. The Mystery of the Book. Flash ×4. The Frozen Heart. Rick Gordon, One Man Army. The Rites of Zesnan. Audi and Tweak. Return of the Sky Band. Dracula's Passion. One of the Guys. 100 Proof Highway. The Time Freezer. The Prince Makes His Move. The Prince Triumphant. The Prince Weds. The Prince's Royal Hunt. The Prince Dethroned. Lothar's Homecoming. Suspended Sabotage. Call of the Eternals. The Return of Dr. Dark. The Deadliest Battle. The Necklace of Horus. Torn Space. Ming Winter. The Golden Queen. The Gravity of Ming. Flesh and Blood. The Drowning World. The Adoption of Kshin. Street Smarts. The Thunder Lizards of Ming. DVD releases. Roughly 2 decades after production was completed, the series was released around the world on DVD, featuring various episodes and packaging depending on region. The US release includes interviews with story editor Bryce Malek, writer David Wise, and artist Michael Swanigan, each of whom reflect on various points of the creative process, including the origins of the characters, legal issues surrounding the properties, controversial content, and ways in which the production differed from others of its time. New KSM Film has released the series in Germany. Defenders of the Earth, only German language, no extras. Defenders of the Earth, only German language, no extras. Defenders of the Earth, only German language, earlier release, no extras. Defenders of the Earth, only German language, earlier release, no extras. Force Entertainment has released the series in Australia. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders of the Earth Disc 7 features the film The Story Begins and Disc 8 the film Prince of Crotan. The first episode appears on the BCI Eclipse DVD releases for Animated All-Stars Collection. The New Adventures of Flash Gordon, the complete series. BCI has also released two 5-disc sets that cover the entire series. Defenders of the Earth Complete Series Volume 1 33 episodes. Defenders of the Earth Complete Series Volume 2 32 episodes. Mill Creek Entertainment re-released the complete series on DVD in Region 1 on May 18, 2010. Selected episodes are available in the UK in compilations including Hollywood DVD Limited Defenders of the Earth The Story Begins. Delta Music plc Defenders of the Earth Volume 1. Defenders of the Earth Volume 2. Defenders of the Earth Volume 3. The above volumes include 3 episodes each covering the first 8 episodes of the series and the series finale, Ming's Thunder Lizards. Defenders of the Earth Movie, The Book of Mysteries. The Book of Mysteries combines episodes 31 to 35. Defenders of the Earth Movie, Prince Crotan. Prince of Crotan combines episodes 46 to 50. Defenders of the Earth Movie, Necklaces of Horus. Necklaces of Horus combines episodes 56 to 60. The complete series was then released in the UK by Fabulous Films and Fremantle Media on February 18, 2013. Other media. In 1987, Star Comics published a comic book series which only lasted 4 issues. It was written by Stan Lee and Michael Higgins with art by Alex Saviuk. The last issue featured a next issue caption but number 5 was never published. There have been related books, including The Creation of Monitor, A House Divided, The Sun Stealers and Computer Checkmate. A line of action figures produced by Galoob included Flash Gordon, Mandrake, Lothar, the Phantom, Ming, and Garrux. A video game for home computers was also made. It featured the various heroes from the series on a quest to defeat Ming. A parody, called Protectors of the Earth, is made up of comic strip characters Rex Morgan, Mary Worth, Garfield, and Mark Trail. In June 2013, Dynamite Comics announced the launch of King's Watch, a new series written by Jeff Parker teaming the Phantom, Mandrake, Lothar, and Flash Gordon, taking on not just Ming, but characters from all over the King Features universe. At the time of announcement, it was not known if the characters' children would appear.